Hello everyone. I'm just making this video to remind you that you are not alone in this world. You are not alone in this journey of life. Yes, all of us can sometimes feel that we are completely alone, even if we have family, friends, lovers, work colleagues, other people around us. Even when we're connected to people through the internet, through social media, through TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, we can still feel alone. We can still feel lonely. You know, many of us have family and friends who we can't talk to openly and honestly about things because they just either can't communicate, or they don't relate to us, or they completely argue with us or give us negative energy. And some of us have family and friends, lovers, acquaintances, work colleagues that we can talk to, we can open up to, and our lives are that much easier because of it, and therapeutic. We have that therapeutic time with them. But regardless of where we fall on the scale, and some people are somewhere in between, in the middle, most of us are probably somewhere in between. I know I fluctuate between those two extremes, sometimes feeling like I can't talk to anyone. But my point is that all of us, no matter what our situation with family, friends, acquaintances, lovers, spouses, work colleagues, etc., from time to time still feel lonely, still feel isolated, and TikTok is a great way to communicate back and forth with each other. But also, as I said, sometimes even though we're connected to thousands of people from around the world through these phones, through our computers, through the internet, the magical thing that we're blessed to live in the time that we live in, to be able to have access to this magical, beautiful thing that puts us in touch with everyone else from all around the world. Regardless of that, sometimes we can still feel lonely. And I'm just here today to tell people that these times that we go through on our own, they are hard, they are difficult. But remember that there are always people you can reach out to. You know, there are therapists, there are online mentors, there are groups that we can go to, you know, support groups, community groups in town halls, community centres, wherever. As I say, therapy, whether it be private therapy through a private therapist or through the NHS or whatever. You can, even though I say sometimes we can feel lonely, even though we have people that we connect through online, through TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, etc. Right? Remember that we do have people online. You can message people here when you're feeling down, or message people even like appreciation messages, and then you get the love back. It's so simple and so obvious. Like the other day I messaged 3 of these girls that I grew up with in my hometown of Harrow, and that all 3 of them were always there for me when they saw on social media that I was going through some challenges and some difficulties in my life, like with my mental health and that. And then, you know, they would always reach out to me and DM me on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter and be like, "You okay, Conor? We love you, mate. Hope you're okay. We're always here for you," right? And I, the other day, messaged them, and I was like, I've messaged them many times over the last few years, but I messaged them yesterday, whenever it was, a few days ago, Saturday. And I was like, "Hey girls, thank you so much for reaching out to me all those times. I love you guys. I was just watching Ed Sheeran, Castle on the Hill, and it reminded me of us when we were 16, 17, 18. I love you guys. Hopefully see you soon." And like, even me appreciating them, like, puts positive energy back into the universe, back into their life. And then they returned with loving messages towards me, back at me, and said, "Yeah, we'll meet up soon. Love you, Conor." Right? And it's just, that's what I'm talking about. Like, never forget, sometimes you might feel lonely, to just reach out to people, like, you know what I mean? And appreciate people, always appreciate people around you. It's also, another thing is, it's always very, I know this is easier said than done, I sound like I'm being a bit harsh here, and that's not, it's obviously, I do appreciate and respect the fact and have compassion for the fact that all of us as humans go through the difficult, dark times and depression and loneliness, etc. But and it's easier said than done sometimes, but sometimes even just appreciating little things, getting present to the moment, doing a little bit of meditation, right? Getting present to our body, writing down stuff literally for 30 seconds, a minute, 5 minutes, journaling, things we're grateful for, the things we have to be grateful for. We've got our sight, most of us are, we're able to speak, we have a sense of smell, sense of taste, touch, feel, we're mobile, we can walk around. We live in a time, as I say, where we have the internet, access to thousands, millions of people, billions of people around the world at the touch of a button for free, pretty much. We have access to all the information we've ever been given, right? We could ever dream of that. Even 30 years ago, we couldn't dream of having access to all this at the touch of a button. Right? Even 15, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say, 15, 20, 30, at some point in my lifetime, I'm 31, the world has changed massively. And, you know, it's sometimes easy to get caught up in our heads with all the things that are going on in life that are difficult, you know, but if we take the time to meditate, take the time to journal, take time to appreciate people, take time to tell those in our life that are there for us, that we can have conversations with, that do give us love and encouragement and support, that we love them, and tell them how much they mean to us. Send them that text, that DM on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or TikTok, or even if it's someone from around the world you never met, you know, like writing to them, writing a comment on YouTube or whatever, saying, your video really like inspired me, keep up the good work. That encourages them. We keep the positive energy going. We're all connected here. Energy is everything, right? Keep it going, keep the love going, spread the love around the world. You know, the more we appreciate each other, the more we appreciate ourselves, and the more energy we put around the world, you know, the better life is. We're just contributing to a more loving, harmonious, kinder, positive, higher frequency energy, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, within ourselves and with everyone else, and giving that love to everyone else and receiving it from everyone else, and creating this invisible yet very real, yet also very visible when we see it in the faces of other people, when they're laughing and joyous and they're glad to see us and we're having a good time, when we're laughing, when we're crying together, grieving together, when we're there for each other. It's a beautiful, wonderful thing. So remember to spread the love, people. Remember to appreciate everything you have, everyone you have. Send people messages, text them, give them a call, meet up with people, go to therapy groups if you can and you feel called to. And remember, you're not alone. And also, another thing, as I say, even not to minimize my mental health issues or my depression or anyone else's depression or mental health issues or loneliness. I have love and compassion and sympathy for everyone. Also remember, one of the ways that we can feel better within ourselves is to do something and do some things for other people that help them. It's an exchange of give and take, giving out the positive energy and the feeling in and of itself that you receive spiritually, emotionally, physiologically in our body. This is even scientifically proven with the chemicals that will get released, like serotonin, dopamine, the other love chemicals that aren't coming they're on the tip of my tongue, aren't coming to my brain right now, oxytocin, etc. When we give and we receive, and the feeling of enjoy, you know, basking in the enjoyment of other people enjoying our energy is a beautiful, wonderful thing. So remember, everybody, peace and love from me, Conor Canney. And if this is the first time my videos you're seeing and you like what you see and hear and it resonates with you, remember to follow me. For everyone else that already follows me and watches my videos, send you peace and love. Have a great day. You're not alone. Put out the positive energy, receive the positive energy. Take care.